is it that if someone tell you there are 1 billion stars in the universe, you will believe them? But if they tell you the paint on the wall is not dry, you will touch it. I'm going to ask a question this morning. And the questions I am asking, they're critical. So I say they're critical. They're part of our life and our learning process. You can often engage even a quiet person in a conversation if you start off by asking. May I ask you a question? The theory of a man mismatching, saying that the majority of people will answer the questions most of the time by saying sure. Next time you call someone or walk into someone's office, you can try the theory out by asking him or her, did I catch you at a good time? They will respond with, well, not really, but go ahead anyway. However, if you ask them, did I catch you at a bad time? Normally they will say, no, go ahead. It's not a bad time. There are a few people, however, who don't respond automatically. And if you ask, can I ask you a question, they will say no. Which is why when I began a few moments ago, I just said, I'm going to ask a question. I didn't ask you if I could. Questions are used to learn. We tend to forget most of our conversations we have and things we listen to. But we remember questions that were asked for sometimes years, especially questions that penetrate deep into our thoughts and into our process. Amen? Questions cause us to respond, to think, even in one-way conversation. When you hear a question, your mind responds. Are you still with me? Questions teach us to think. Questions teach us not only to think and enable us to connect and to converse. Amen. Questions are asked and we often answer. Amen, somebody? The 3rd chapter here, Genesis 8, we find the first recorded question from God. I'll be sure that we remember the story. Adam and Eve were given the entire garden to live in, to eat from, except for one tree. Are you with me, church? After they ate from this tree, we find them hiding in the tree of the garden, hiding from their Creator. And God came down as he did every day in the cool of the day. Are you with me? To talk with his creation. Adam and Eve heard the sound of the Lord and they hid themselves. Hiding is something we learn at an early age. I remember hiding from my mom and dad in the bedroom because I was afraid to sleep in the dark. Hello, somebody. And boy, when they woke up and they would catch me hiding in the corner, they really got upset. Are you with me? They never knew I've been hiding in the corner, but I used to be scared to sleep by myself. Amen. I don't think I grew out of that until I was about 15 or 16 years old. Are you with me, somebody? My favorite game, I don't know about y'all growing up, was hide and go seek. Are you with me, somebody? You know we often play hide and go seek even in the house. Most of the time we love playing hide and go seek in the dark, amen, when it's nighttime. Because it's harder for them to find you at nighttime than it is in the daytime. It's harder for them to find you when the lights are off than when the lights on. Are you still with me? The reason you're hiding because you don't want to be found. Y'all don't want to talk with me. Amen. Sometimes we hide as children not to be caught doing something wrong. Are you with me, church? And a lot of times when we do something wrong, we hide. Or if we break something, we hide it. Y'all don't want to talk with me. Are you still with me, church? Maybe you hide as I did to escape from pain and emotional turmoil. We have adults today who have trouble being open and transparent. Are you with me, church? Because they hidden things their whole life. You have to understand, when you hide things your whole life, as an adult, you grow up still hiding things. You hide the truth. You hide, amen, the things that you most fear in your life, you're still hiding. Are you still with me? If you have habits of hiding things in your relationship with people who love you and who trust you, from godly people who you are connected to, amen. Listen, for unaccountability, you will destroy your relationship with other people because you're hiding the truth. Amen, somebody? You cannot have a healthy connection with another being if you're hiding. Are you still with me, somebody? How can we as a church make a connection with other Christians if we're continually hiding? Are you with me? Paul says over in 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and 11, when I was a child, I spoke as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, when you become a woman, you put away childish things. Amen. For now we see through a glass, darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part. Tell somebody, I know in part. But then shall I know, even as I also, amen, am known. Amen, somebody. People will know you as you are known. Amen, somebody. And if you're known as hiding things, that's the way people will know you. And now I, by the faith and hope and charities, and these three, but the greatest of these is charity. The greatest, somebody say, is love. Love is a mark of a real love. Love is a mark of maturity. Amen. Listen, maturity is putting away childish things. Y'all don't want to talk with me. See, when you remove those things you hide behind, you have room to grow. If you don't, you become stunted and you cannot grow at all. And everyone around you know it. Even if you don't know it, they know it. Amen, somebody? Listen, when you stop hiding things, you can grow. When you put childish things away, you can grow. Are you still with me, somebody? When you begin to grow up, you can grow. You see, I tell people, when you're over 50, if you don't have what you have, by the time you're 50, most likely, you're not going to have it. Amen, somebody? If you have not grew up by the time you're 50, most likely, you're not going to grow up.